Alrighty, welcome to Foundry, day 3. Let's have a look where we left off on day 2. Okay, looks like I've got science 2 up and running, hopefully. Let's have a quick look. Yep. And yep, that looks good. Power, we'll go up and have a look at that in a moment. Science 1 still down the bottom there in its original position. And let's see how we were going here. Okay, so this is just making those for those, so we can move that if we need to. Let's have a look at our power to start with. 24 solar panels. Everything's full. Alright. Excellent. And what are we doing? We're researching container. Let's have a quick look at what we were doing. Okay, so we're just getting rid of that. Then we'll start getting into... there we go, the elevators. Explosives we're going to need soon, so we can build elevators. Don't need the scans for the moment. Combustion generator can wait a little bit. Walkways are always nice to have, so we'll just let the research run for the moment. Actually, we should be making construction blocks, building blocks. I keep calling them construction blocks, building blocks. That's these ones. Okay, so what we also need to do, I want to have an overflow for this as well. So at the moment it's about 200. So we might pop that down here. Let's have a look if we've got. We do. Let's have a look. 2, 3. Yeah, we'll just pop it down there for the moment. And we'll build it on the front edge. There we go. And remember to set that to output. Excellent. That way we've got our construction blocks building as well. We don't really have a priority setter. We could put that back there with a splitter. But as all this will move again as we go further into the game, we don't have to have any final placings for anything just yet. We'll just check our ores. So our ores are going nicely. So we've got 4 Xeno set for plates. That's all working nicely, so we've got 3 and 3 miners. So they're great. And let's go up here. And we'll go up here. So we've got the same sort of deal up here. I think we've got 3 and 3, yeah. So also 4 making our rods. The Technomore, that's backed up quite a bit actually. We've probably got too much up here at the moment, but that's fine, we can use that later on. So that's that, and then we'll go up here. Actually, we'll add some more lights while we're here. We've only got lights just before, so we'll add some up here. Alright, let's go up and have a look at our... Oops, there we go. Our power. Okay, and that's more than satisfactory at the moment. Excellent, alright. And we've got our backup generators there. We might as well just pop that down. What else have we got? We've got some dirt and some stone we can drop off in our container. So we'll go back down. I still haven't managed to use these. I keep falling, never mind. I'll only get into trouble once they put fall damage into the game, so at the moment we're right. We've got plenty of room up here as well at the moment for expansion, which we will need. What we will need at some time though is to start thinking about where we want to put our Ingnium ore, because that's rather a large It's a simple early build, but it's going to be rather a large and important build because it has our next generation of power, plus it's for use for explosives and all those sorts of things. So we want to start having a bit of a think about that. Stone, that can go. We've got plenty. Still got some solar panels. Probably just need some more plates by the looks of things. Actually, what we don't have is I currently don't have anything making them down here. Making wire coils or electrical components, so I might set that up down here. Okay, so that was our large container. Done. We don't need any of those at the moment, so what we might go straight to is elevators. No, what do I need? Get my resource scanner. Research lab. It gets drones. That only gets cluster generator. That only unlocks the elevator. I thought there was something here that also unlocks the resource scanner. Actually, that might even be the freight elevator. It's alright, let's get that elevator done. And we probably just want to dig out a little bit here as well. Not a lot, but just a little in that area there. Whoops. Okay, what do we got? So what we've got these ones here. No, I don't have any of those at the moment. Okay, so we'll make 2 more assemblers. Oh, we've got the crusher already as well, okay. Okay, I can't... I know there's a resource scanner somewhere, I'm just not exactly sure where it comes in. Okay. We'll put the panel towards... Put it towards the side here. And don't forget to put input, that's fine. And configure, and what we want to do here is just have wire coils. And then on this one, oh, come on. 3. And this one here, we want to have the electrical components. Throw this in there because it's a primary item. We don't need it in our inventory. And it needs, was it rods? Yep. There we go. We'll make another 5 of those. Okay, it's a bit dark, so we'll put some lights down this end as well in a moment. And we'll pop these 2 in. Remember to set that to output. There we go, so now we've got those ones. I don't want to dig out too much, but we will dig out a little bit. Cat walking in front of me. Light, there we go, that's a bit better. You can see now. Alright, just do a little bit. That's because it looks like we will be using this part, but considering there's so much land available, I don't want to spend too much time digging all this out. I think up to about there might be good, and then we'll just pop like a wall in there, I think, just to stop me from trying to build any further out. Okay, it goes rather quick. Okay, bottom one out here. Okay, there we go, almost done. A little bit more to go. Okay, did I get that corner? No, I didn't. Oh, didn't get that one either. There we go. Alright, we don't really want to do much more from here now, so this is good. We'll pop a light there and there, just to light that up a bit. Excellent. Now we did get the larger container, didn't we? Don't really need it at the moment, so I won't worry about that. What we do want to have a think about though is where we're going to put the Ingnium and start building a platform out towards that. So for the foreseeable future, because this is quite a large patch, it seems to be pretty deep. Okay, so let's go down. It goes down there as well. So this one will definitely stay here. That will probably stay up the top actually. So Ingnium, I wonder if we go out that way. What have we got out here? Or it goes down into here. It will probably multi-level as well. So we want it fairly close because we also need it to make steel, I believe, from memory. And we're going to need some of this, so we don't want it too far away. So maybe out this way might be okay. And then we'll want a processing level. And I don't know whether I want it trickling down or going up. Might as well get all of these while we're here. Because we're always going to need more room. It's always going to be foundation limited, so that's why I put so much emphasis into building the foundation, automating the foundations early on. Okay, we do have a bit of a hill here, so we don't want to go too far into that. And we've got the cat walking across the screen again. Alright, there we go. So it's cleared out a nice area. Okay, we'll have a look there. Okay, that's pretty good. That's up one, yep, so that's fine. Okay, that's on the same level, so that's fine. I wasn't sure if that was up higher, but it's not. Oh, I've done it again. Okay. No, that's good. So only that one there. That's the height, so that can all go. Fantastic. just bring it out a little bit more. Still got 400, which is great. Again, whether this research stays here or not is no biggie. We will probably condense them down into just to one. I did realize that you only need one research station. You just need to keep the latest research station, so we don't need to keep all 4. So that can go, but nothing's in the way at the moment. Or rather, that I could have these 2 going down the other side. Oh, there we go. That's elevator, fantastic. Let's have a look. So that should give me freight elevator. It's still not really what I want. Underground mining, does that? That gives you your geological standard. There we go. That's fine. But we need the freight elevator for that, so we'll do the freight elevator now. Excellent. We already have enough of those. Yeah, actually this is an issue because we're going to be taking these, and you can't put a priority on the outputs of the machines. So what we need to do here is we'll need to put a splitter in here, set the priority to that side, and we'll pop one there. And panel this way. There we go. Intake. Okay, so we really just want the overflow. So this is working okay. Going all right. Yep. Actually, let's have a look. So this is producing 60 a minute. And what do these need? Well, okay, it needs 20, so there should be 20 extra. Yep, okay, so it should back up. Because otherwise we're hamstringing our research, which we really don't want to do. So we're better off just slowing down a little bit on the building blocks, but we should be, going by the figures, we should be making an extra 20 a minute. So, and these will start to back up as well, because they only hold 100, I believe. Oh, I nearly fell off the edge. We've got another 37 in there, so that's fine. All right. So Ingnium. Actually, let's see what we need for an elevator. We need more plates. Okay, there should be some already backing up in here. There we go. 200 there. There's probably some. No. Might be some here. Well, no, just that. It's interesting that only that one backs up. Oh yeah, they're free. Oh no, makes sense. Okay. One elevator. Oh, it's building heaps of intermediate parts, so what don't I have? I don't have any of these. There we go. And we'll also grab some of these. There we go. Now we should still have more than enough rods coming through, which we do. So there's no problem there. So at the moment we're ticking along quite nicely. Okay. And this is where I want. Oh, we're still making. Okay. I got them all too late. Actually used quite a few plates, didn't it? We'll drop off the biofuel up here while we're waiting for those things to make, just to keep the inventory clean. And up here we'll just keep expanding this. It's nice and high, out of the way. There we go, we've got plenty of biofuel now. And we'll keep this up here for for processing, then just ship the finished product down here and actually build down here. All right, elevator. Our first elevator. Again, like before, if you go to F1, there's a pretty good explanation there. But basically, you only need the one item, and it can go down all the way as far as you need. So the only thing to be aware of is this side that we're looking at now, which has the grills on it. That's like your utility side, so that's where you need to make sure you need to be able to get power to it. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 6 area you want to clear. So I'm just trying to think where I want it, because it's also where I want the Ingnium to come up. So we're probably looking at facing it this way and having the Ingnium come out to the east of that, or to the right. We're going to have to get power all the way down to here, unless I build it over there. No, I don't want to do that. We'll build it just here, and we'll build it to this side. Yep. And I think about there, because this may end up going, so this will give me a walk through here, which will be good. So we'll just go through and I'll just mark out that corner. We'll get rid of this, and the good thing is it takes a long time to delete, so you can't accidentally go in and just delete it, which is great. So we need that one filled back in. Then we go F, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be right. Okay, and then we just need to make sure that we can place it against something so it doesn't float. There we go. So this will be a big opening. We can get rid of these. Excellent. Now you don't need electricity to work, but you do need high voltage to connect to there. So we will have to bring down high voltage from up to there. I don't like building too many different or segregated power. I like to try and run it all off the one. So that's about all we can do at the moment. So we'll run down the power now, because I want to use the resource scanner to determine how deep it's going to be. We'll just pop this one in here, and we'll dig this out. Okay, very good. So it gives us a nice platform to work with now. All right, now we want to get power down to here. We'll make another few of those. We'll just grab a few more plates as well. Okay, we're certainly queuing through those plates. What about this one? Okay, yeah, they're all working. Turn that light off again. Alright, now these have quite a limited range, so We'll go from up here and have a look. So we're going to want to come down. Where are we? Maybe behind. So this will tell me, yes, it only goes up this far. So I'll pop one there and one there. And then it's going to be a bit rough down here. Oh, we can get on the corner here. That's good. Now we'll bring this out as far as we can. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, that could have been worse. Okay, that's research done. So that was our freight elevator. So now we can go underground mining, which is definitely what we want, because that gives us our geological scanner. And our geological scanner will give us the depth of the Ingnium, and then we can set the elevator for that. But we can start having a look at the freight elevator as well, which I'll be putting next to the lift, or the elevator rather. Okay. Wondering if I go out this way, see if we can make it a little bit nicer. One more. I can't quite tell. No, one more I think. My depth perception is not real good here. Okay. Power poles. Actually, if we use those, that's not going to work up there, so that will. And it needs to go on one of, or have they all got one left? No, they've got none left, so it needs to come off you. Because they've only got 5 connections. Okay, can you go to there? No. Alright, I think that's okay. So in the way that I daisy chain these, I'm using up all the connections, so I need to just make sure that I had the correct free connection, which it seems like I do now. Yep, that's fine. We do get some wall-mounted connectors a little bit later. I think we can already research them. Yep. So we'll get them. We'll get them another time. But as they're only aesthetics, don't really need to at the moment. Okay. So hopefully that is all connected. We'll know when we get down there. Now what do we need for a freight elevator? Here we go. Okay, for a freight elevator we need 2 connections, and I believe they're 4x3, so we'll wait till it makes it. There we go. So that's a 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now, just a correction on what it says in here. I don't know if the experimental one's been updated, but it says it consists of two part bottom part. They're both built from the same item by switching. Oh, that's right. Yep. So you need two parts. So unlike the what do they call it? Just the person elevator. You only need one part, which is this, and it'll build it all the way down. With the freight elevator, there's two parts, and you use a radial menu. And you can see that's the top part and the bottom part. So what we want to build is the top part, and we want to do the same as we did with the other elevator. We just want to build that so it sits up so that we can see our inputs and outputs. But as this is the top, this is the output. So get rid of these. There we go. So what I've done also is I've left it enough room here so that I can belt out from this side if I need to. It's great, so you can belt out from all of these, which is fantastic. So that's our basic infrastructure here. This one doesn't need power. The freight elevator. So, and the reason I'm waiting now is what I want to do. So when we get the resource scanner and we plonk that down, it'll show me which depth the Ingnium is at, and then I can set and configure the elevator for that. Before then, there's really not much use. I don't need rock or limestone at the moment, which is just a little bit lower. Okay, this is running at 100%. It's making 40. Ah, right. Okay, so that's why that's running at 100%. So what we can do is we can just make one more, just to have these parts on hand. We do need it soon for some other things anyway. Some other parts. Again, because you're so constrained with your building your factory on foundation, you end up doing a lot of rebuilding, which is fine, just as long as you're aware of that. And you just keep, and that's why I just keep building out and out and out. This one will make parts. There we go. All right, and we're already back up to 290 here, which is fantastic. Also, unlike the normal elevator, the freight elevator has to be clear underneath, so we can actually go and have a look at that. So you can see the lines coming down, and whereas the personal elevator, you'll see soon, will build itself and dig the hole. This freight elevator won't. You need to dig down or clear it. Well, that's the only way to do it, is by digging. However, explosives are fun to use, except if you use them too close, within 5 of your structure, they will blow up. So, and the way to check if something's blast proof or not, you can just click on it, and that one there you see on the extreme right, it says blast resistant. So, which means when this, if I were to place an explosive here, it wouldn't blast the top, but it would blast all of these. So these building blocks, see there's no blast resistance there. Same with the stairs, ladders. Light poles aren't blast resistant. Your crates aren't. So we need to be very careful about what's blast resistant and what's not. A lot of the things that do go underground do seem to be blast resistant though, which is fantastic. So I always dig down enough so I can clear the blast radius, which I think is about 5. And then I place the explosives. Alright, that should, I think that's about enough. Usually I'd already have explosives with this. Okay, mining Ingnium, there we go. Okay, I think that's about right. Well, if it's not, then I'll show you how blasting doesn't work. And we'll pop that back in. Okay, next thing what we want to have a look at is there's nothing urgent now, so what we might go to is we'll just get rid of one of these doors single, some of the aesthetics while we're waiting, because we've got quite a bit of work that we can do underground now. Actually, scan. No, I don't want that. Actually, I just want to have a quick look. Ah, steel is here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's what I was looking for, because we're going to need to make steel for these. So that's fine. We've got that. So we'll go back to here. Yep, and we'll do doors. Okay. We'll grab some lights here, and we'll have a look at a geological scanner. Sorry, not a resource scanner, a geological scanner. And we'll pop that in there. Put that there for the moment, so it's not a permanent fixture, and then we can start our scan. Excellent, so you can see that it's gone 5 meters that way and 5 meters that way. So we can see that the limestone is in this band here, Ingnium, which is what we're after, in this. And then also we can see that we have a whole layer of xenophorite ore down there and technomore down there, which is important because once these surface nodes run out, you either need to go and find new surface nodes, but the best thing to do is to go down. You can see that there's a whole layer there that we can mine. So we're looking at about 87, but it does get a little bit. I think so. We might go down to 88. I think. And if we go to 88, we should have a pretty clear run. So we'll do that. We'll go down. So here we can open the config frame and new, which is usually where where you place it. So what we'll do is we'll call this one home, which is our current level, or we can call it factory or anything like that. And what we want to do now is add a station, and we want to call that Igni, and we want that at the height of 88. So we're looking at our floor height of 88. And we can change this really easily as well. So we can go confirm, and you can see now that the control panel changes to constructing and is building the structure. And you can also see it's hit the first rock layer, which is here. This is all rock. These are just different types of rocks. So you can see this one digs itself. Actually, I have made a slight boo-boo. I want explosives. Okay. So we'll let that go through and open. Actually, probably what I should have done, because I'm going to be running the mining machines towards the south. I'll just quickly open this up from here. And we'll do it this way, just to make sure there's no big deviation. All right, so we can see it's quite flat right at 88. So I called that one pretty well, actually, because obviously the first one is we want to load towards the freight elevator. So that's a nice straight 88. How are we going here? All right, so we can now see that the status is dial. Current station is home. That's where it's high. Excuse me. And we can go down to Igni. So we can press the button. We are going to have to do some manual mining for a little while until we get some explosives. But the explosive use Ingnium rock anyway, so we can pass through the limestone, and this here is Ingnium rock. There we go. So you can see the elevator just makes a nice shaft right down. What we can do now is we can start making a little bit of a hole for ourselves. The mining machine is actually quite large. In comparison to this area down here. It's also up one, so we can't reach that level, but the mining machine is actually 4 high. So what are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at 5 high. So what we need to do, what I usually do, is just leave the bottom rung, go up one, and take out the ceiling so it's 1 higher. Otherwise the mining machine won't fit. So, and once you've done this, and as long as you're not too worried about how it looks down here, you can use explosives later. So you don't need to hand mine all this. This is basically, you're going back to gathering trees again early on. And you can see there's your power, which is coming down. So it kind of goes through there and comes out there, because you do need power down here. All right, and then we just keep doing this for a bit. Not overly exciting, but as I said, once you've got a bit and you've got explosives, you only need 100 Ingnium, I think, to make something like 20 explosives. So, and explosives do quite a bit of damage. So we're looking pretty good. And the mining, the way you mine here as well, it's for kind of strip mining. So it's something a bit different. Rather than just having an ore node, you've got a whole layer. Yeah, I quite like it. It's different. And then you take the ore up and you process it. Oh, that's why I kept being moved. All right. So that's pretty good. And down, and the freight elevator will end up coming down here. but we will do that one with explosives because it's just simpler, and there's really no need for it to be neat. Otherwise, you have to do. You can end up doing hours of this. In exploding, you do use the. You do lose the resources, but there's a whole layer of it. So there we go. It's starting to look quite dandy. We'll also take out one lower because we will need to put low power down here, so we will need room for a generator and loaders which need low power. So the machines need high power, but the loaders need low power. So we'll just leave it up like that, and there you can see there's a rock level. I think it was 100 Ingnium, 51, so that's good. So I've got that. We'll go home. And if you do place your elevator and you get the number wrong, so say the Igni was 1 up or 1 down, all you have to do there is go in config and change it by 1 or 2, and it'll just basically all you're doing is telling the elevator where to stop. So it's very easy to adjust as needed, which is fantastic. I can't think of too many games that actually have elevators. Again, I come back to Fortress Craft Evolved, which has fantastic elevators. Well, which uses elevators fantastically, but on a much bigger scale. Those things are just so deep, those shafts. So we've got Ingnium ore, and we can get rid of this for the moment. So the Ingnium, it doesn't come out as ore, we have to process it first. For a crusher we'll need steel, and steel was Zena and in induction smelter. There we go. So what we can do now, we can take that from here, yeah. We can go over this, and we'll go 4. Okay, keep placing it on the top. So we are going to need quite a bit of steel. This is why I try and leave as much room as possible, but it's not always. Well, there's a reason the game is called Forge, because the forges just keep getting bigger and bigger, which is fantastic. So let's have a look. So we need a induction smelter, and what are we out again? We're out of plates. Okay. Not that one. 48. Oh. Okay. Assuming this one is now full. Yep. And we got another 300. Just keep them coming. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to have I wonder if we have it running from the back. We might actually do that. Again, crowding. If we keep crowding ourselves there, we just keep getting into trouble. We'll grab this biome. Excellent. And did we get it? Oh, yep. Just took a while to get rid of him. There. Actually, I'm changing my mind again, I think. Because we're going to need that regardless, and this does need to be expanded, and if we run this behind, yeah, that's not a great idea. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to run this okay, so what we need is a miner. There we go. Miner. Pop down this side so it gets all of that ore down there. Alright, so that's going to run right alongside. Actually, we might go out one. There. Just to give us a little bit of breathing room. There we go. Now I do like to build underneath rather than over the top where possible. Don't know why, it just looks better. Personal preference. No real need to do it any other way. Sorry, no other need than that's because how I want to do it. Okay, there we go. So whatever you prefer, and then we run this out here, and if I've done this right, yep, see, because we're using all of those for science 2, the conveyors, I can just go in and take them now, and I've got a steady supply of conveyor belts now as well. How are we going for? Okay, because what I want to do, because the processing happens here, I want to build the smelters for the steel out here. So we'll clear a little bit more of the local vegetation. There we go. Excellent. And then what I want to do, basically go out from here, and then we should have an induction smelter now, which is this one. And we'll make one there. All right. I think that's right. Yep. Excellent. And we'll just make a little bit more room so I don't fall off. Alright, so the idea is that this one runs along there, and then once we start refining the ignium, it'll... no, the way around. Actually, no, it will be this way. So this one can come one closer. Induction. So it's not... It's just placed for... well, I need to place it somewhere, but I want to keep that area open for ignium processing. So that's it. Intake, that's the long intake. There we go. Induction and steel. And now we have research. Yeah, Now, if you forget to do research, it doesn't matter, because as long as you're producing research, it'll just keep stockpiling it. Let's have a look at the next thing we might want. Well, we don't need assembler 2s just yet. We probably want to have a look at combustion soon. Concrete production, not just yet. We're not going to need that just yet. Actually, let's get rid of some of the. Actually, no. Let's do that one. All right. And what we can also then do is add that Ingnium into there, and that should start giving us our steel ingots. What we also want to do is go to handhelds. There we go, explosives. Might as well use them all up. Now the reason we're going straight for these steel ingots is because we need steel to build the rest of our mining operations. So our rail miner and our rails, the depot, sorry, and the rail mine, and all take steel. So now the steel it goes in an assembler. I don't know what the rates are, so let's have a quick look. Okay, that's still making those. So we'll just go back here at the moment, and we'll grab. No, none of you. We'll grab some more of you. Excellent. I always feel like I'm falling off the edge here. Excellent. Oh, we're still waiting. Oh, it's going to do that for everyone. Okay, not a problem. Well, there's no hurry on that. So what we'll do now is we'll go back down under here, and I usually put that on this tab. So I put my explosives there, and I need to make a explosive detonator, and that'll go next to it. Okay, we're back here because we'll wait for this to finish. How many have we got? 50. How many? One steel ingot, one steel beam. Okay. That one needs 20, 12, and 8. Alright, we may have, but we need 2 of those to start with the rail mine, so we need to do a little bit more digging downstairs anyway. Alright. Let's see what the ratio is on the speed. So this does 30 a minute, and if we put steel into here, it requires 20. So, all right, so it's another mix and match. So one of these will do 1.5. So at the moment though, it's just a 1-for-1. So we'll just do it like this. We're not going to get a steady stream of anything just yet, so that's an output. There we go, nice. Alright, so that's done. Now we go to the fun part. We need a detonator here. Alright, luckily we don't take damage either. So I'm going to go down here, throw my light on. Now where I usually try and throw it is that one there, because it gets me closest to the elevator and it should clear everything. So what I do, We'll just sit there. We'll throw it down. Actually, no, that's not where I want it. Come on. There, that's where we want it. And then we just keep going, pointing at the same spot. Going through to the rock. More rock. Now we're down to the limestone. And that is the top of the Ingnium. And there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Awesome. So we can see that where the legs are, it's perfectly fine. So what we'll do now is we want a bit... Oh, and I've fallen. I have fallen. How did I thought I was lower than that. Okay. No, I don't want you there. Okay. I can get out. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it wasn't high enough. Alright, so what we can do here now as well, we can blast away. However, we do need more Ingnium to actually build the miner, so we will just do a little bit more by hand. Not an awful lot though. So we can do some cleanup. Now this one I generally get a little bit wrong because it's okay. So it's 1, 2, 3. I think it's that one. Might be. Yeah, there we go. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Oh well, that one will do. There we go. Beautiful. So now we're all the way down on the right level, and now we'll also now we got down here, but our elevator's upstairs. We can just hit the call button. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be up there. 1, 2, 3. I think that might be too high. Yeah, that one was too high. Alright, so I'll just grab this down. Again, I don't want to build my floor at the moment because it will blow up. So these won't, but the floor will. Okay, so it's a couple more. It's 1, 2, 3. So we want it just there, and 1, 2. You can set multiple ones as well, and make a earth-shattering kaboom. There we go. Beautiful. And we'll do one more. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, one higher. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that's right. No, that one was a bit too low. As I said, it's not an exact science blowing shit up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one. No. No. Oh. Okay, no. Pick it up. There. Nice, that's the one. All right, now actually we need to be a little bit careful because see, this is our floor. So this is 88. So this is where I wanted to get everything. However, if I put a miner in and it hits this rock, it's going to stop mining. So we need to be a bit careful, although I can just place a one higher and just go one down, which is not too bad. I don't want to stuff around too much though. So this should be enough room to build our miners. So we'll build our floor, and yeah, some of these do blow up, but comparatively it's quite cheap. So we'll build our second one, and we'll do the bottom elevator, and you can see that it's green. It snaps, so you can see no matter where I'm pointing, it just kind of snaps in, and there we go. There is our freight elevator, done and ready to go. The only thing is we need to make sure that this floor gets electrified correctly. I'm just going to just build this out a little bit. There we go. So there's a couple of things I want to do. Just want to build this out because I want to put my transformer down the back here. Because my mining machines are going to basically go that way, they're going to go south, I'll put the precious stuff down here. So we'll go in and make, hopefully I've got enough. No, I don't, I need plates. Okay, we'll go up. Okay, just grab a little bit more ore to make sure I've got enough to make my mining machines and to make enough. 50, oh, it's not too bad. Make sure I can make enough steel. Okay, last little bit. I'll open this up. There we go. Now once we get the electricity down here, oh, I've actually got one. We can put lights down here as well. So it says no grid connected. So we'll grab it here. See, it went green, and there we go. We know it's right because we can see right up to our highest level, which is our 24 solar panels. So we know that everything's connected. And we can see now that we've got a separate low power grid. So we can see that the original transformers upstairs are doing all of those items, and we've now created a new power grid down here, low voltage, but we don't have anything connected just yet. So we can now go up. Now, how much did I say I had? 71, so that might be all right. We'll see. Just clear underground mining off. Okay, so we'll just come back here and we'll drop that in. And we've got 50, so we'll grab those 50. So you can see we've got enough for one of the rail mining trucks, but we need plates, more plates. I have this feeling I'm going to be running a little bit short on iron. Okay. Not sure why. These should be running it all the time. I've not added anything in. These here don't seem to be These three here seem to be a little slow. There's no reason that belt shouldn't be full all the time. Logistics container 2, excellent. Now let's have a look at what we've got. We might go drone miner 2 actually. Oh, just having a look to see what's going on. Because I haven't added anything into the mix just yet. So I'm not sure why we don't have any spare plates. The only thing I noticed was that we had breaks in the ore here. They seem to be going at 100% now. As are you. Ah, now you're starting to back up, but not enough. So I might have to extend this and put another smelter in. Actually, let's check the grid status. I wonder if we're having a... No? Because that can be the other thing. If your grid status, if you don't have enough power or not enough generating, you'll start having a strained grid and it'll reduce everything as well. But we don't seem to have that at the moment. No, see, there's a break here. And really, with these three miners, there shouldn't be any breaks. So what we'll do is we'll go down this end, because I definitely need a lot more plates. You always need plates. A bit like Factorio, there is never enough iron. Oh, missed. There we go, and we will build a plate overflow or storage. I don't even have enough. Okay. We can go here and we'll just go. There we go. And one smelter. And a drone miner, and then this one will go okay, we'll go here. There we go. And we'll also put this one down this end. Panel can go, yeah, that's fine. Okay. And we'll build another one of you. Same place, there we go. We'll need one more drone miner. We'll pop 2 in. You'll go this way. And, oh, I've done it wrong. There we go. And that should turn to output, and that should turn to input. And that will go to plates. And we'll throw another light in just here. And we'll pop you there. So it says 41 mineable blocks in the range, so you can see up on the screen how many mineable blocks. So throw that there. I need more plates. Actually, I should be able to get them straight from here now. There we go. That's already working. I'll pop that one in there. And we'll create one more. There we go. Now I shouldn't have any of these in here. 21, there we go. Now I am just wondering. Oh no, that one's already been updated, okay. For the belt speed. I was thinking we were going to have some issue with the amount of items we can put on the belt, but I have already updated or upgraded that belt. To output. Excellent. We'll pop another light down there. Alright, that should have more than enough. So what we do then is we come down this end, because I want that after it's taken everything. And what we'll do is we'll take it just down to here. We'll create a small logistics container. And we'll put it right on the corner here. And we'll make sure that's an input. Yep. Okay, there we go. So now we're getting our spare plates in there. So everything is taken first off the belt. Okay, so why... okay, so we might have to... We've got 14, that should be enough. There we go. And we'll just upgrade these few as well. There we go. So that's now a Mark II belt. All the way to here, and then just a Mark 1 there, because it's just overflow. So I want to make sure everything's taken care of first. There we go. So that's done. Now we can go back and have a look over here. We'll pop a light in. And we'll take those. Excellent. So we can make one rail miner. We can make, depot. We can make one rail miner with the recipe for Ingnium. And then we'll make 5 of those to start with. And what I also want is one of these, but I need advanced machinery parts. How come I don't have any advanced machinery? Oh, I need steel, okay. I've got 50 steel. What else am I missing? 15 of those. Electrical components, I've got those. Okay, so missing 4. We've got machinery. Oh, I don't have machinery parts. That's what the problem is. So we'll go and grab that out. And now it should. There we go. One logistics container, so you can sit there and do that. And now we'll go back down to Ingnium and see if we can get that ready to go. Excellent. So that's there. Oh, I don't. Okay, bit of a error there. I don't have any building blocks on me. Keep wanting to call them construction blocks. They're only building blocks. So let's go up there and sort that out. Okay, we have plenty. There we go. Because I do think it, the miner depot definitely needs a foundation, I believe. I don't think the miners do. So let's have a look. So I also put these on here. So we've got our rail miner just there, depot. So you can see on this side there's an in and an out, so there's a green and a blue, and you can also see the panel there. But you want the green on the arrows to go where you want your miners to go, and I want them to going in that direction, so my panel will go there. I'm going to place it about there, so it doesn't look like it needs, or does it? Let's find out. No grid connection. All right. So we can now go here, from there to there. I don't know how many grid connections you can have on this one. It may be 5, I think. So here we go. So it's showing us that it's ready to go. It doesn't need, it actually doesn't need a foundation, but I do like foundations, especially if we're walking in every now and then. So there we go. So that's our depot is ready to go. What it also needs to start, where are we, is a minimum of 2 of these rails, and I don't think it places the first 2 itself. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Actually, it might. I haven't tested that, so we'll do some science. So we'll manage inventory, and it says here that we don't have a rail miner, so we've got a rail miner. There we go, and it needs rail tracks. So we'll put 5 in, and let's see if it puts them in. So we'll hit launch. No tracks connected. So the first 2 we do have to build ourselves. Actually, have we got enough? It's one of those things we've got to keep making. No, I don't have enough. I don't have enough plates. So we'll build the first 2 ourselves. 1, 2. So again, it doesn't seem to need foundation. So we're all good to go. There. We'll throw these there, and then we can press. Here we go. So it's awesome. Look at that. So that's why it needs the first 2 tracks. So that's in a sense your big boring, or your big miner, and it'll mine, and it'll push out little carts, and then it sends them back. So it empties them and then sends them back. So it does have quite a substantial inventory. So see, there you go. And then as this moves forward, it will place more of these rails, and it'll just keep going and going and going. So awesome concept, really love it. And each of these inventories holds 500, so you've got heaps. When you go to the grid status as well, you'll see that the rail miner is at the top here because it is using your high voltage grid. So you can see that it's connected, and it's using 1000 megawatts of high voltage. So by the time you get to these rail miners, they are really high energy usage. So, but at the moment I still have 7.2 megawatts. We're only using about 2 down here and the 1, so we still have plenty. What I will need to check though is if we have plenty of storage at night, so that might be an issue. We can also see that our transformer is now got a low voltage grid, and what we can do now is we can go from here, and you can see this also automatically turns to an output because it can only output from a miner. You can also see that the ignium is not the ore that we got, but it's an ignium ore rubble. And as the animation is fantastic, so here's your ignium ore being transported to the top. Then when we go back to the grid status, we will see that on this low voltage grid we have two power loaders, or two loaders. So it's a great electricity system as well, and this will just keep moving forward. The one thing you really need to make sure of is that you keep enough rails in the inventory. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, choking there. I do apologise for that. Yeah, it's really important that you these keep up, because there's no warning and you'll just run out, especially when you start relying on ignium for your power, which we will be doing after a while. So you want to make sure, and you got multiple of these down here, so what will end up is about 3 or 4 spread along the east-west axis as well. So we'll go home now, and now we'll go and look at the top end of our mining. I think the lift system is fantastic. It's really well done. Okay, and this is why I wanted my large, where is it? I thought I saw it. Did I make it? Yep, my large logistics container, or larger. We're going to pop that about there. And yep, we definitely, need to go down here and grab some more of these. Okay. There we go, now everything's lit up again. We just need so many plates. And we'll do that from this end, there and there. And we'll belt this out. Set that as an output. And there we go. Now we have ignium rubble coming in. Now what do we do with ignium rubble? They go into a... does it tell you somewhere? Oh, there you go. See, so ignium 5 ignium rubble creates 2 ignium ore and requires a crusher. So we'll go back here and we'll see that we have 1 crusher. Now what I also want to do is make another one of those, and now I'm running out of, probably running out of steel now, I imagine. I should have enough though to get started. So let's grab the crusher, because now we're building the factory to basically to build the factory. So crusher will go, panel can come to the front here. And that'll come there. Yep. And then from there comes out. And how many am I missing? One. Alright, we'll just make them quickly here. So this now becomes an output. This becomes an input, and we want to configure it to crush Ingnium ore. So you can see it can do up to 100 a minute. And the output is 40 a minute from the crusher. So this becomes the output. Okay, and this can take only 30 a minute. So we can already, so this should be more than enough to feed the first machine. We're already not going to have enough room here, so you can then duplicate this on this side and have more coming out to there. So we'll have 1, 2, probably 3 crushers, but this only does 160 a minute, and the freight elevator does 320, so we can have up to 320, so we can have 2 of these coming out, feeding 2 crushers on either side. So it's not perfect ratios, which I don't mind actually. But this should now be automated. So we've got the Ingnium coming up. I always like to have a little in reserve. So when I do catch it or I'm walking past and I notice it's going down, then I know that I'm missing possibly some things from a miner. But what should be happening now is we should be creating steel ingots at 30 a minute and steel beams at 20 a minute, which we are. And there we go. We'll go and get rid of this biomass. Oh, we've got the second logistics container. That's right. I was going to use that for here, but as we can see, it's not. This will probably end up getting pushed back a bit further, or we might run this along the east-west axis rather than the north-south. But that's why I wanted to leave plenty of room here, because you really start relying on the Ingnium coming in. And then we want to go down and put some more mining rails in as well, so that they keep going. Right, I'm just going to take a quick 5-minute break, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, and back. Oh, excuse me. And Dragon Horde tried to sneak in a sneaky follow while I was on a break. Thank you very much. Alright, let's light it up a bit more here. We'll just go here for the moment. There we go. It is a bit dark. Unfortunately, I can't make it any brighter, but this hopefully will help. There we go. A little bit anyway. And we'll throw one in here as well. There we go. That's a bit better. 123. Okay, now we're starting to get some steel together. Okay. This one is backing up as well. Okay, that's fine. That's now working. And we've got plenty there. Okay, we will have to keep an eye on our power use now, because that's now a constant 120 plus this as well. Seeing we're pulling, you know, almost 5 megawatts now at night. And we're not even halfway through the night, so we might actually run out of power, I think. So let's go up and have a... Oh, I'll turn the light on, sorry about that. A bit dark. Okay, I don't have any lights up here yet. Let's fix that up. There we go. And we're at 27%, yeah, and we're not even halfway through the night yet. So this is definitely going to strain our power. 1, 2, so we've got enough there for one. But of course, the more we put down the... so I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's spot on. I should have wire coils. 20? No, that should be enough. Okay. That should be enough. And there we go. And we can do this from right at the top, which is fantastic. We don't have to run all the way back down to the bottom. And we'll just put a little bit more here. Alright, and let's start building. So put 2 aside, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we don't have enough room here. There we go. Oh, I don't have any power poles. No, okay, I need some more materials. And I thought I could make it, but I can't. So we'll just quickly come down here, grab some more of these. But what we also need is we need these. There we go. And rods. Okay, it's not often we need rods, so we'll get them on the way up. There we go. Actually, I think we've got enough in here. Yep, we're over. Excuse me, we're overproducing rods. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I didn't actually make them. Why can't I see them? Oh, there we go. So we're probably almost out of power. Yep, so there we go. Everything's gone dead. So we will start working on other power sources soon, but this should fix up our short-term power needs. And with the extra storage it'll help as well. 2. Okay, let's connect all these up. The first one. Oh, I've used that one for it. I should have used... That's all right, we'll do this way first. I'll worry about you in a minute. There, there, and there, there. And there. Did I get the right one? Yep. Is it this one that goes in the middle? No? Okay. I'm going to fall off again. I just know it. So well, if they ever introduce fall damage into this game, I'm going to be in some serious trouble. There we go. One to there, to there. Okay, so that one should be full, yep. 1, 2, 3. That one's empty, yep. Okay, so... Okay, no, it's coming from the other end. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to run my high voltage from this end. There. And then I can take this one off. Otherwise it breaks this side. There we go. So we should now have 32, and that should bump it up significantly. Plus we're up to 375 batteries now. So that should be fine. What did I... How did I do that? I didn't even see. Okay. That was a bit weird. Okay, so the only thing that means then is that when I keep expanding my solar, I've got to expand this way. I can't really expand that way because I don't have any power lines spare. So that's fine. Alright, what are we at? 4:15, so it shouldn't be too long before the power comes back up. So we are using a little bit, so you can see that our backup, but it's only producing 160, so it's not producing enough. So it's using a little bit for down here. Because it is only low voltage, so it's only using that, and it's not at and it won't power this one because the load is here on this transformer. So this one here is only on this transformer. So I could build another one or two just to run that down there, but for the sake of tonight, it's not going to make any difference. And all these lights take up power as well. Alright, I still haven't found a graceful way down the stairs yet. Alright, so when you get a strained grid, this is what it looks like. This is strained, and you can see that we're only running at about 50%. But everything does work, it just works at a lot slower rate. So that's fine. And because there's no high voltage, the downstairs won't be working. But we've got a little bit of buffer there, so that's okay. Got 120 steel now, which is great. So what we'll do is we'll go down and we'll put another 10 of these downstairs so I don't forget. At the moment there's nothing else I need to do. Nope. So we'll go back downstairs. The lifts also don't need any power, which is great. So the lifts themselves, so you can be on 0 power and you can still move through the various heights of your factories. There we go. So we'll go down here. Although this, oh, that's right. When we do have no power, though, we can't get into the panels. I did know that, but I'd forgotten that. So what are we at? 6:15. Actually, shouldn't be too long. No, we'll go back up. All right. Bit of a rookie error there. We'll go back up. I think the solar panels start at 8. That's when it's high enough in the sky. The angle's correct for the solar panels. We'll just run up. I can turn my light, my personal light off. So angle 3. So I think that's what this here means. So you've got your sunrise, but it's already up, and the next sunset is at 2100 hours or 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. And the solar panels are currently off, but they will start to work at 8 a.m. So currently it's 7:15 and the angle is 7. So if I'm right, at 8 o'clock the valid angle should reach. So you sort of can see where you are, and we're just about to run out. Oh, actually I've got quite a bit on me, so we'll fill these up just to keep the factory running along a little bit. And these do stop burning as soon as there's enough alternative energy coming in. And we'll go and get rid of our dirt and our stone in a minute as well. Okay, 7:45. Sun angle 15, output 105, which is just a little bit. There you go, 8 o'clock, and the solar panels are working. And you can see as well as now the solar panels are now on, but they will turn off at 1900 hours, which is 7 o'clock, or 7 p.m. So you can see when the next sun event is, and when the what's happening with the solar panel, the status of the solar panels. The grid status, we're almost there. There we are now. We're 1 point. Whoop, no, back down. There is fluctuation in the solar panels. They're not a constant. That's why you need the batteries in there. So it will take just a little bit for them to come up to speed and then settle down. So at the moment we're using enough. We're getting enough to run all of this. Still a bit down there, and we're not running. No, actually we are running the miner. Okay, see the small transformer as well. It was hitting the 5 megawatt mark. And we'll see if that does it again. If it does, it means we'll have to make another small transformer as well. And drone miner 2 complete. Excellent. What I will do is just increase the no, not the crafting speed, the inventory size as well. Here we go, it's starting to charge. Okay, we're probably looking at... Okay, this is not usually the way I want to do it, because I wanted to put all the transformers separately. But we may use this, what we've got here, and put them in there. Oh, Q, that's the one I wanted. So we can see now I've added another transformer in, which means it can now transform the high voltage into 10 megawatts. So before it was hitting the limit at 5, so obviously when everything upstairs, up here, all of this was working and powering up, it was just above 5, so it constrained again. So you need to keep an eye on your transformers as well, that you're able to transform enough. So we can see the battery is now charging very well. Then we can see this transformer, it's hardly transforming anything because it's only running 2 loaders. So our high voltage grid is now 8.3. It's still going up, so we've added quite a bit, and quite a bit of capacity. So hopefully we've added enough capacity to get through the next night. If not, we can build one more, and then we'll start looking at Ingnium power as well. But for that we do need the combustion generator, so we might look at doing that one next, because it burns consumable materials, and Ingnium ore has a burn value, or a fuel value. So you can see there on the right hand side a fuel value of 20 megajoules. So you can burn that. Quite inefficient, but I think from memory every one of those combustions makes 750 kilowatts, I think. Excellent, so they're good. So the other thing we want to have a look at now is making advanced machinery parts. So that uses machinery parts and steel beams. So the machinery parts we're making right here, and the steel beams we're making right there. So we could for the moment pop one in here somewhere, I think. This doesn't look quite right either. No, they're all fine. Okay, must just be a lag because we had no power. So we'll pop this one here, and then we'll go to advanced machinery parts. That uses machinery parts and steel. So these were my spare machinery parts. These are the ones that I could pick up and put in my inventory for crafting. I need a few more of these, and we'll probably need some more of these. So we'll pop that one in there. Make sure that goes out. That's coming in. All right, and we'll get rid of a few more of these. Just so we can keep expanding. And again, I try and stay as spread out as possible. Just to give me room to put in things so I don't have to rebuild too often. But that should be nice there. And I want to go from, because I'll use okay, just having a think here. We'll go from here, and that will be an intake, that's right. And oops, cut the wrong. Okay, let's get there. Conveyors don't need foundation, so that's good. I should just make it, I think. Oh, that was lucky. And we'll pop this one, and that's down. There we go. Excellent. Now one thing I wanted to do was an output here. That. There. Okay, and the reason I want the splitter and with the priority going that way is we need plenty of steel in our inventory to build stuff as well. So what I do is I'll just have an offshoot or a splitter and then put it into a logistics container. There we go, then we can output. We'll output to that first. And we'll build another logistics container there. And 1 and 2, I think that'll do. And that's an intake, yep. There we go, look at that. So this should be coming through here. And there we go, we've got our advanced machinery parts all working. Now this should all be back up and going. What we'll do now is we'll go back down and we'll go and just pop in some more mining rails while I remember. And then I think that's probably a good place to finish on for today, so we'll just go and pop these in, have a quick look around upstairs, make sure we're fine, and that will probably be the episode. What we'll do is we'll put some lights down here. Okay, so we've got 3 rails still in there, but I made another 10, so... And what will happen is this one will just keep going forward and forward. And I think it's hit rock because it's not moving. Okay. Yep, it has. So we're going to have a look, see how much rock there actually is, and if there's too much and it stays there, then we may have to think about moving it up one. Okay. So you can just see it just moved forward. Okay. And it keeps going, it just keeps going. Alright, we might have to look at either moving this or placing it up one higher, because that rock certainly, there seems to be a fair bit of it. And if it hits anything that it can't mine, then it'll just sit there and use up power. And that looks like this rock goes back a fair way, unfortunately. And you can't mine rock. No, that goes back. Oh, actually, that might be it there. Okay, that might not be too bad. How deep is it? So I think the next one we do, we'll definitely put it up one higher. Actually, now it's going back a fair bit. Okay, that should be it. Because that definitely means this one. Okay, let's have a look at the other side. Yeah, I think we'll definitely go up one higher. Because then the roof line will be up there. And that's fine. We're not going... The limestone is up there, so that gives us plenty of room. So for the next one, we'll go at this level. And I'll put that there now so that I remember it. But then if we ever have to move this one, we'll just pop it up one. Because if this goes 10 or so, well, actually be every one of them is about 5, so if it goes about 30 places that way, we can't see if it's hitting rock or not. So we're better off sticking right in the middle of the vein and going at this height. So we will definitely do that. And if we get the when we need the second one, we may actually change the first one over. There's just no need to do it at the moment. Okay, so this is running again. Yep, that's why on these ones I'd like to have a little break in there. So it's like a visual cue so I can see if there's anything, because really this should be running all the time. And that's why I wanted to go down and have a look, because I didn't see anything coming in. So okay, so it looks like that's 20. This is probably sitting at 20 as well. Yep, so it's using one on one. So when this fills up, that's when the overflow will go into here, which is exactly what we want. So we don't want idle machines where it backs up. So, all right, we'll leave it there for today. Those of you who watch live, thank you very much. This will go up on YouTube as well, so if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much. And I'll be trying to stream this every other day and keep up with developments and everything as well with the project. I'm really excited about this game and where it's going, and we're only a fraction of the way through it. We really do some insane building on this, so I can't wait to bring that out. So wherever you're watching or whenever you're watching, stay well, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.